to the stream. We're jumping right into this because we're late as fuck. The group is currently muted while I give a short eulogy. A few, so one of the new players that said they would be here is not, and they'll be kicked at the end of the session if they have not arrived before then. With that being said, we start off with the break of dawn, as the sun begins to rise over the horizon. The camp is, well, quote-unquote, the camp is a bustle with people. Various bodyguards, and the man himself. Someone tell Charles to fix his mic. And the man himself that you all are sent here to protect. Most of you are either awake or waking up during all the commotion of people getting shit together, tents being packed up, shit like that. And unmute.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's get this show on the road. Verbally and figuratively.
Now, as per custom, I need to roll random shit for the day's session.
Yep, you do.
You all can watch this, because I've stopped caring.
Okay.
Wow.
Show us the funny numbers, Magic Man. That's a 2. I don't like that 2.
Anyway.
I don't like that 2.
Anyway, what is it you would like to do? As Scully and Fallen get up from their meditation, contemplating darkness and other random shit, Scully and Fallen have died.
What? No, I'm thinking.
Charles and
I'll probably check on the vehicle to see if everything's all good with it. Considering I'm one of the drivers, so
the buggy looks okay.
Okay.
Start packing, having the undead pack my stuff for me.
You mean pack up, not unpack? Can they perform complex tasks?
Well, one can.
You're one. Yeah, the other ones just bumble around.
The other ones are just say, here, hold this.
There we go. I wonder what happened to Charles there from. Oh, let's see.
Charles seems okay now. Charles, push to talk. What are you doing? We can't hear you, Charles.
Suddenly silence.
His mic is activating like he's talking, but nothing's happening.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
That's the sound of silence.
Charles,
not
you're on
right
push to talk.
Okay.
Technical difficulties.
Dragon, what are your 2 players doing? Characters.
Ina will be checking her equipment. And Gon will be crafting some of the shells that were given to him by the assassin dude.
After he spent the entire night going through Railgun's designs with you and Fuse. Was it
He'll be
Railgun
making... Yeah, it was Railgun stuff.
Yeah, you and him spent the majority of the night nuking through a Railgun design.
Having a dedicated armor is a great save of money.
But yes, come the morning, a runner sent over to your group saying, pack up, we're going to be moving soon.
Acknowledged.
In Gon's haste to try to make one of these for you, he absolutely crimps the shit out of one of your shells.
Nope. I have failure, but nothing fucks up. Remember, one of my feats.
True.
So that's just that's
You just need to take a bit more time.
It's a shittier round, so
You watch Gon proceed with trying to fill it up, but he forgot the primer, so all the powder goes out the bottom and do a little catchy ass. So
That's fine.
as he seats the bolt, he's like, "Ha-ha!" Wait, this is a lot lighter than it should be. Looks it over. Yeah, the bolt looks
God
fine.
damn
Looks
it.
at the bottom. Where's the primer?
God damn it.
Yeah, I'll make it later.
Lost no materials, just time. He's like, "Fuck."
That's embarrassing.
Mr. Very
Almost like
important.
This
this.
is why you don't rush perfection.
Not rushing perfection, I'm rushing you!
But it must be perfect!
That timing.
Now, once was a man so short. you
Hey,
see-
your mic is working now. Good to hear, Charles.
Charles, what are you up to after your long night with Dragon? Well, with Gone.
Alright, he checks on the tiny, make sure get breakfast and stuff.
The Tiny is still enjoying their little bit of bread that they had from yesterday.
After her seeing that they're okay, nods, closes it back.
Wait, I just remembered something. Fuck it, doesn't matter.
What, that Fuse has a tiny slave in a jar?
No! That the Elite had an adopted kid.
Mm-hmm.
I just remembered that.
And a dog?
It might come back later on, but who knows?
They're all on the ship that left!
It might come in a later thing, like a NPC thing or whatever, but I highly doubt it. It's just something that crossed my mind.
DM notes, next turning point.
Shit.
So, as Gone begrudgingly puts away all of his crafting shit and packs everything back up, you finish the slightly arduous hour-and-a-half process of refolding up your flatbed. And all the undead just grab onto the various tie ropes to hang on.
You're so useful.
Oh
they're
yes,
more
spaced
useful.
armor.
Funny how they're more useful in death than they were in life.
Well, in life they were killing the innocents, so...
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're more useful in death than they are in life.
You see many of the other bodyguards are definitely looking a little pointedly at you. Specifically at your cart with all the people hanging onto it. Definitely gets
They
some
bite.
looks, but no one says anything.
What do you really say to casual necromancy anyway?
Exactly. And then you see the man of the hour himself. He's hard to miss. Especially being 4'2".
Oh, they're a short one.
And wearing gold chains that go to his knees.
What the fuck?
He is one of the loudest people there is. As you see Sir Goldenstein himself. Why isn't my car ready? I want to be there by the end of today! Sir, we won't be there for another week. I don't want to hear excuses!
Sir, with all due respect, do you want to get there later today?
You're
or do
butting
you
in
want
on
to get
that?
there in one
Do you want
piece?
to get there
Because
alive
I'm
or
pretty
dead?
sure if we were to get there in one day, it would require going through some really dangerous shit that we probably would not survive.
That's what I'm paying you for! Go die for me! Get me there!
No,
You
not saying like I'm not paying
misunderstand. You're paying me to get
everyone
you
in
there
this
alive.
caravan. Us, your guards, you, everyone would die if we take the fastest possible route through dangerous ass fuck territory.
Just get me there. I don't care how many die in the process. As long as
Okay,
I
so-
make
Okay,
it.
we'll start with you then. Then we'll see how much you care.
Josh,
He's joking. He's joking, sir.
I'm just giving them some warning.
I imagine Fuse is just grabbing Gon and yanking him aside. He's joking.
Ignore that. Gon is the goat, right?
Yes.
Just ignore the goat.
I'm all fine, but Ram, there's a fucking difference, you cockwaffle.
Mm-hmm.
After all, you don't put goat in a fucking shepherd's pie. Well, you'd probably put cow in it, you're so fucking daft.
But you do put their testicles in it.
Oh boy.
Damn. Anyway, Mr. Goldenstein
why.
promptly ignores the rest of what you're saying. He stopped caring, and goes into his luxury 18-wheeler limo.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, go and check the rest of the team's guns. I think John he's in a coma, I think. Anyway. I'm
Yeah,
going
Jonathan's
to
just
ask-
like sitting in the passenger seat, staring off into oblivion.
Gunner's gonna walk over and he's gonna kick him in the balls with his.
You know what? If I
You
had a
promptly hit
remote
the solid
uplink or
steel
whatever-
codpiece and hurt your foot.
If I had a remote uplink to the Thieves Guild like assassination board, I would be idly checking to see if there's a listing for this fucker on it.
Alright,
Too
now
bad
that
I
we've
don't, but whatever.
Now that we've all calmed down, Fuse turns to the only other person that's slightly sane, the assassin. Let's go talk to one of Ghoul's more in charge people. See what they have
Yeah,
in their arsenal.
that's probably a good idea.
I'm offended.
You get used to it.
I don't know, Fallen. Make yourself useful.
AFK for about 15 seconds, taking a soup bowl to the kitchen.
What? I never wanted a reasoning.
Ina, bored, will begin fan dancing.
Wow.
In the back.
So you see a weird humanoid fan dancing next to your flatbed, covered in the undead, with Jonathan comatose in the passenger seat.
What the fuck? This is a motley crew.
Kickstart my heart.
No.
There once was a man
I
so
would have
short
done more, but
see.
you don't know if DMCA will happen once this goes on YouTube.
Fair enough.
Nat 20!
Yeah.
Ina's dancing attracts a good half of the... people begin throwing dong at her.
You gotta love currency names.
Yay, Ina has gotten her first dong.
Yeah, you've accrued about 10.
I imagine our very much reserved necromancer is just looking in judgment.
I don't know. Fallen, how are you taking this?
I don't know that person.
Accurate!
So Fuse and let's see, Mr. Skull is going to speak with who looks like they're in charge for Mr. Ghoul's direct employee.
You go and you talk with that butler that was trying to reason with them. You recognize him as the man that greeted you yesterday.
Greetings, sir. Do you mind?
Hello there, mercenaries. How are you doing? Sorry you had to see that.
Oddly well, even considering that happened.
Think nothing of the young master. He's quite free-spirited.
you mind giving us a brief rundown of what he has in his arsenal that we're backing up, so we don't cross our paths?
I beg your pardon?
Look, honestly, most of his employee might think we're not really up to stuff, and we don't want to judge them in kind.
Well, there's me, another butler, for his 2 butlers, and then his own bodyguards that survived the assault. About 12 of them. Most of them are lightly armed, which is why we asked for abandoned mercenaries.
Decent size considering.
SMGs and pistols is what most of us have. Except for Matthew over there, he has a M14.
Turns to Scully. That's good, right?
Yeah, it's got decent range.
Gun will yell.
Fully
All
automatic
out of these
weapon.
guns suck and are weak as piss.
Yeah, most of the guardsmen around here are carrying MP5s and 45 pistols.
We'll have you look them over later, is what.
Anything smaller than the 308 is a piece of shit.
That's a statement.
Scully slowly
I'm
looks at his
agreeing with
270.
His 270 long rifle and his 1911.
All
Cares
lower
if
than a
it's piece of
308.
shit, as
That is
long
below
as
a 308.
As long as it gets the job done, damn it.
Gun's fucking briefcase turret will do more than their fucking guns.
Yes, it will.
The thing is, I have the advantage of range.
Briefcase turret has fucking range. It shoots fucking sabo shells. It shoots a 15mm sabo shell.
Fair enough. That's more so range through explosives. If I'm remembering what Sabo is correctly.
No!
No!
Sabo's a hyper pen.
Oh, fuck.
Sabo is a submunition fired from a larger caliber.
It's like, fuck you, fuck your cover.
It's a
fuck the
tiny
guys
dart.
behind you.
Yes, it fires a
Yes.
tiny dart at really high speeds.
And it just goes through everything. It's great because it can take brain matter through with it. Because the first time you use the turret, it crits somebody's skull. You just saw this tiny hole and a lack of brain matter.
And the back of their head was blown out.
Okay, before we talk with our newly acquired, looks over at the necromancer just quietly watching. I would like to compromise. Which path do you say is fastest and which would take longer? And we'll try to find a middle ground there.
Our course is set. We're already
Well, that's
going through
good.
bandit territory.
I think we can handle that much, right? Turns.
Yeah, we probably can.
Yes, these bandits specialize in anti-air.
And we'll probably see them coming from the smoke trails they leave behind in the air.
Yeah. Almost all of them have it.
Okay, now that that
Covering
is
most of
settled,
the vehicles
I'm going to ask
controllable,
that.
Go ahead and preload his mortar with a HE shell.
You don't
bring
preload
on
mortars.
No, but he's gonna put load a shell into it to fire later.
You don't preload mortars.
Okay, hang on.
Orders
a moment,
are-
is
okay.
what Hughes says to the butler and walks over to our newly
Hold on.
acquired.
Do you know how a mortar works?
I'm assuming it had a contact shell in it.
It has a fixed firing pin, and you just drop it down the tube, and it sets it off. There is no
Let's think of a
preloading.
different
It.
type of mortar.
Think of a howitzer,
Yes.
which is a breech-loaded round. Mortars are very short tube cannons.
Yep.
You know how in Red Dragon I have those little American ones that move around at high speeds?
Yes.
Yeah, That's how they can do so. It's a very tiny tube that just pokes out the back of the vehicle. Most howitzers, while often having short barrels, are still quite large and have to be towed by a vehicle. Mortars are marked to be inside a vehicle. Hell,
So
most
shoots a
Humvee...
150mm shell.
120.
Close enough.
Big difference. The difference between a 120 and a
Oh, enough
150...
to fuck somebody's day.
A 120 and a 150 have an average of a 300 feet deadly radius around it. Anyway, continue, Charles.
So Fuse approaches Fallen's character.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind in riding with our charge? I suspect you might get some additional recruits if things go south.
What do you mean additional recruits?
I mean, I want you to keep those men that he has hired and run through the ringer to keep going until we make it to our goal. You can control the ones that are on our transport from where you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd like you to be as close as possible to that man without, bursting your eardrums.
Okay. Shouldn't be
He
that hard.
has asked her to walk with him back to the butler and negotiate having her ride with them.
Absolutely not. Although if you
Elaborate.
want, you may ride in either the vehicle in front or behind him.
Turns to you, Fall.
Yeah, the total itinerary of vehicles in this caravan is the one absolutely massive 18-wheeled, think of a Hummer with a really long body like a limo. It is a Hummer limo is what it is. Raised off the ground so it can clear shit. It's definitely built for the desert. Then there's a Suburban in front and behind it. So it's 3 vehicles total, not counting your own vehicles. Which you have 2. Shush!
Basically waiting on you to make your choice.
I don't mind sitting with the guy. If you want me to be as close as possible.
Well, the butler outright denied it.
And he gave us which options, which ones look more acceptable.
The vehicle right behind him would be physically closer to him.
Okay.
Because that man's sitting in the back of the Hummer.
Though... I could probably, if he wants to shake my hand real fast.
Charles looks Fuse looks confused.
You say he's on a mission to do something, right? And he's important to keep alive, right?
Fuse, she's asking you these questions.
Oh yes, he's just thinking. Well, I guess it would be interesting. I'm not sure we can Mr. Gold himself, but probably the person you're going to be riding with, pointing to the back vehicle.
Ina will lean in with a suggestion. You could always try to seduce the rich guy.
Ina has all of a
convince him
sudden
to believe in
appeared
yourself.
next to the 2 of you.
You'll just see them arguing.
They're talking.
Hang on, if it helps, I can roll a stealth.
Nope, you just appear.
That's why I appear.
I was thinking of
Hang
doing just in
shadows,
case if
nobody
he
can see
is
me.
killed.
I know,
She'll pull
appears.
him
You
she'll
can
pull
seduce
him off
him.
the side. She'll pull you off to the side real fast to explain what she was thinking. So he
Pulling-
does not hear.
Are you pulling Charles' side or Ina's side? Yeah.
Sure. The one who was talking to me earlier, so I think it was
You
Sprout.
grab Charles and walk him aside away from the butler. Ina and the butler are now alone.
I know will give the butler a big toothy grin.
I was thinking if I could cast a spell that if he ends up dying, he'll come back. Though he would still be. His only goal would to be finish his mission, though.
Yeah. Thanks for explaining that to me. You're definitely doing it to his employee, not him himself.
It would be him. He would have his own intelligence and all that. He wouldn't be under my control.
Yeah, I don't likes the idea of being under control, and of course his butlers don't even want us to be in the same area, thankfully.
Yeah.
It's more our benefit than his, actually.
Well, his butler won't know if what he can't see.
I retract my order, or request, whichever you took it as. You can't do it to the person you're riding with, though. You might want him to get back up to block up, but I can't believe I just said that. This is almost disgusted with himself.
Okay, so real fast, out of character, you're asking her to, if he dies, to protect him as best as possible, or if he dies, to bring him back.
Charles?
Glad we this
Oh god,
my
Charles
God.
is dying.
is a vehicle pointing to the one and at the back. Everyone else ready?
Charles has directed
He was
you to
just
go to the other
talking
vehicle.
now.
Fallen, Charles has directed you to go to the other vehicle and says go ahead and cast it on the others. Is what I heard him say. If I gathered that correctly. Anyway, Fallen, do you hop into the rear vehicle?
Yeah.
In that rear vehicle, you are with... Yeah, there are 5 of the bodyguards in here. 3 of them are women. 2 of those women are aliens. Krogans, to be specific. One of them's the driver and one of them's in the passenger seat. That one marksman guy with the MK14 is also in that vehicle with you. Which that does fire a. I'm pretty sure it fires a 308. It is a designated marksman rifle. I nearly died. Anyway. That gun also has a full auto function. Good times. I personally love that gun whenever I play Arma. Anywhosen. If everyone's done fapping about, or sneaking up on random people,
I'm ready to get driving.
the butler, calmly but swiftly walks away from Ina when she gives him that toothy grin. Along the lines of, I got a limo to prepare, and he goes off. You
I
hear
wonder
the...
if he felt intimidated.
Yeah, you're a good foot taller than him before you're in your form. Aren't you like 6'2" to begin with?
Yeah.
Yeah, this man is 5'2".
It's not my fault he was a midget.
5'5" is the average standard height.
It's not my fault everyone else is a midget around me.
Not my fault everyone else is a midget. Yes, it's not that you're freakishly tall, it's that everyone else is a midget.
It's all a matter of perspective.
You
Hey, I
aren't
live my
crazy,
life
everyone
like
else is
that.
crazy.
We're all various degrees of crazy. I'm the contract killer, for fuck's sake.
The contract killer is probably one of the most sane people here. What the fuck do you mean?
The fact that that's the base standard for sanity should be concerning.
Anyway, you begin moving. As the 18 Hummer over there blares off its 18 different horns all at once, so you just hear a horn.
I was expecting a.
Goen will flip them off.
Well, it was a
Goen will
it's
still flip them off.
it is so loud it vibrates the glass in your car. Well, actually, your buggy
Goen
doesn't have
will
any glass.
extra flip them off. Goen
Yeah,
has explosives in the car.
the front windshield of your flatbed like vibrates a little bit.
Oh, that's spooky. That's spooky.
Just how many decibels was given off by that horn.
Goen will turn to whoever's in the passenger seat of the car that he's in and say, "That means he has a small penis."
Really?
Well,
The extra long
considering
limo
how
Hummer didn't
tall-
give it away.
Considering how tall that guy is, and assuming it follows relative scale, it's probably even smaller.
Sorry, the 50-foot, 18-wheeled Hummer didn't give it away.
Not immediately.
In a chrome gold color with about 20 different horns on it.
Oh, it just shows how small his penis is.
Goldstein has an Elric complex, doesn't he?
So who's driving? Pretty sure it's Scully.
Me, probably.
Ina is driving the RV.
Ina's driving the RV? I'm done.
She has the best driving skill.
So Ina's in the flatbed and Scully is driving the buggy. Got it.
Yeah. No mods, and...
I need drive checks from both of them.
Fuck!
Drive.
I'll take the 3!
Wait, no, that's engineer. Drive wheeled.
Fuck.
I'll
I-
take a 2.
Fuck.
Ina has some problems with the manual gear shifting, but gets it into gear and proceeds to roll out. Ina, Goen, and Jonathan are in the flatbed. Everyone else is in the. Actually, everyone else is only 2 people. Scully and
Well, that's the
Fuse.
first near catastrophic failure of the session.
so Scully and Fuse are in
I
the.
already rolled a nat 1 this session and a nat 20.
For driving, I had my 2 dice. The results were a 3 and a 1.
I saw. But yeah, so
You didn't.
I saw it. So Fuse and Scully are in the buggy. As everyone else gets moving,
What about the motorcycle?
the motorcycle was just duct taped to the back of the flatbed, remember?
Okay.
It's like propped on the back of it and held in place with ratchet straps.
I don't know why the straps have to be ratchet, but okay.
You actually tighten the fucker down. Anyway,
You missed the joke, and I'm happy.
I got it. I specifically ignored it.
Yeah, dude.
As everything moves out and the flatbed struggles to move out but gets up to speed, you look in your rearview mirror and see the buggy still parked where it was. As you slowly go away from it.
Damn it.
It's okay, they have Fuse. He can fix the problem. Wait. I can't trust Fuse to fix the problem. He'll make it worse.
Fuse.
It's fine. I don't have too many explosives there.
Sullivan.
God damn it.
Hey Fuse, you wanna take a crack at it? Mechanics check, Fuse.
Fuse is dead,
Yeah.
and we'll have to come over.
But he insists that Scully still assist him, so
Mm,
he's asking for the aid roll so that he can do
My
decent
mechanics-
when he takes.
my mechanic is a
Actually,
+1.
Fuse, can you roll drive wheeled for me?
Can I get a help action when I do it?
No.
Damn it. Okay.
Roll.
Mm,
Asking for both a mechanic and a drive check, by the way. I need both of them, please. Post haste. You're slowing the game down! People are dying! Cats and dogs
One's getting
living
antsy
together!
with his grenade launch. He's gonna kill the
People-
time target.
die every second though.
Who's in chat? No one's in chat.
That works. I think, yeah. I think those two work.
Yeah, definitely. So Fuse hops out real quick and pops open the hood. Upon opening up the hood, about 10 birds come flying out of it.
That would do it. What the fuck?
Just open the door. Just flapping in feathers.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Fuse, you look, one of them got stuck underneath the belt and was sucked into the engine.
That would fucking do it. Yep, that'd do it.
Fuse just works the belt until he gets the corpse out of it and just tosses it aside. Closes the hood. How the fuck they get in there?
Go and we'll pick up the comms. The fuck are y'all idiots fucking doing?
A swarm of birds was in the engine block.
Fuse then walks over
How
and takes.
the fuck?
Fuse then goes over and takes off the parking brake from the car and is like, "Let's go!" Cranks it up for you.
Yeah.
Go, Sullivan. Go.
We don't know why there was birds in there either. Okay, I do another drive roll.
Yes. +5. Fuse has eliminated the problems.
Come on, you bastard. Mod 5.
Go and we'll find it hard to believe that you people are this.
Woo!
Sullivan proceeds to easily put it in gear and overtake you.
From birds to first.
Well, the Jeep should be faster than the fucking RV in the first place.
Yeah. Well, as the entire convoy is just sluggishly moving at about 30 miles per hour. Fucking Goat is talking shit about him, and then Sullivan fucking blares past.
Just because the car is going faster doesn't mean he didn't fuck it up.
True.
Fuse, you might want to be on the turret.
Yeah.
However limited
We
it
are-
might be.
We are the vanguard. Wait, fuck. No!
Yes, you are. Go.
Shit.
If you look in the trunk of the Jeep, you will find a couple mortar shells should you need it.
Just
You
just-
have 2 HEs, a napalm, and a frag. Enjoy.
Just pull the safety pin and pull the safety pin and then beat the fins against the armored shell of the Jeep and then throw it at someone.
If a dumbass tries to charge at us, just slam and chuck it at their vehicle.
Just chuck one of Goat's napalms in their vehicle. Ah!
Not
Frag!
in, at their vehicle. Like, yeah. Slam and chuck it through the window if you can.
Your Jeep is completely covered. The only way in and out of that thing is through the turret.
Yeah, they can slam it up
Just
the thing.
chuck it
throw
out
it,
the
we'll sling it out the
Just chuck
turret.
it out the
into other
turret.
guy's vehicle.
Yeah.
Roll it onto the enemy.
Yeah, it'd be them standing
Get
up in the
away.
turret and then just bing.
Enemy, what the hell is this? Poof! Napalm everywhere. Coating
But
inside
dude,
their
those
vehicle.
shells are heavy, so it's gonna be a hardy throw.
Just fell some napalm.
Need some
I
strength
trust
behind
Fuse is
that.
capable of doing
Need some
anything.
strength behind that.
Mm-hmm.
Fumbles it, drops it in the vehicle. Oh no!
Well, fuck.
It's nice knowing you.
The Jeep becomes a barbecue, cooks
then-
off the 2 HEs in the
Yep. Even if they survive the
becomes a
fire,
firework.
they won't survive the other two.
It goes from a barbecue to a fireworks show.
See a small mushroom cloud in the distance? But yes, do you guys wish to run off as the Vanguard Scout, or you just gotta stay vaguely nearby?
Probably going to stay within decent range of the others so they can see if shit goes down, but being
Visual
ahead-
range? Or firing
Visual
range?
range. Visual range. Preferably.
Okay, so you'll probably be sitting about 1,000 feet away from everyone.
Oh boy!
That's still well within visual.
True.
As you
And
just
probably
do
within
general
radio contact
laps.
as well.
Yeah, 1,000 feet away, and you'll just be going from left to right of the group, just... Yeah, you're 1,000 feet in front, and you're just moving between left and right side of it.
Just keeping an eye out for any hostiles.
Perception checks.
That would be notice.
Yep.
Good thing I keep invested points into that, bringing it up to a 10, I think.
Everyone should be able to see this, so everyone can roll.
No, it's up to an 11. No shit.
Once was a man so short.
I got a 26, not bad.
Fuse. Can you make a notice roll for me, please? Enough people have noticed it that they can say something and everyone else is fine.
Ooh. Well, I was probably the first one to notice it. Oh fuck! Oh, that's a 20. That's 2 twos though. Holy shit!
Yeah.
I hope the 2s are good.
Sarah, the person with the marksman rifle in your car, points out. He says, "Look over there!" And then you slowly hear over the comms that it slowly pours in that, you see a, smoke pillar in the distance? About 3 of them, pretty close together. They're probably
Yeah,
about 5 miles out.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
People begin barking back and forth on the comms, and the whole convoy changes direction a little bit.
Gone will yell at the Jeep to come by so we can hop on the back into the mortar.
Yeah.
The mortar's on the back of the flatbed, not on the Jeep.
Yeah.
Ah, never mind.
Jeep
Gon can
has
just climb onto that himself
turret.
without any...
Yeah.
So Gun carefully climbs out of the fucking thing and starts climbing over the
He'll
bodies.
attach a rope from him to the mortar.
You're not fucking action movie Nathan Drake bullshit doing this.
Can I get a grace check from Gon as he hops out onto a moving flatbed over sandy dunes? It's not the smoothest of terrains. -2.
What about the rope?
Athletics, grace. It just means he won't be left behind. He'll just be dragged through the sand.
Oh wait, that's coordination. Grace was same roll, so it's fine.
Coordination, yeah.
Get fucking sandblasted.
Gon barely manages to hang on. But he does quite easily make his way over. The dead bodies holding onto the side make excellent handholds.
And then, you know, he ropes himself to the mortar into the Jeep.
Yeah.
Or flatbed.
So you easily hop into the sidecar for the mortar,
Ah.
which is mounted at like a 45-degree angle, tilted back.
Gon can make it work.
No, you can't.
Somewhat.
You can't aim forward enough, but... Hey, if you need to fire it backwards, that'll work perfectly fine, because the mortar goes all the way up, which will be straight backwards at this point. Yeah, Gon, you're pretty much sitting on the front of the sidecar, because it's now flat ground. As
Yeah.
you straddle the mortar barrel.
Tie myself down.
Yeah, you are firmly tied to the motorcycle in the car. Just chilling back here. Very
chilling
limited
with some
firing
mortar
arc.
shells.
Very limited firing arc, but possible.
Fuse has a word way of comforting you.
Gon is smart enough not to take out any of the shells, because you frequently hit bumps and they would probably fall out.
Yeah.
Even if you had them in your hands. You're pretty much using your hands to hold on for dear life.
I mean, Gon has his briefcase, turret should he need it.
And as you are moving along, another hour and a half passes of nice driving. The smoke clouds get a little bit closer, probably sitting at about 3.5 miles away.
Ahead of us or side of us?
It's now to your right.
If they start to get a little too close, Gon would happily pop an HE in the middle of them.
In their general direction. Thump! I hope this gets it.
Oh, this gets vaguely near them! Boom!
Oh, they're wearing their brown pants today.
Just imagine being the guy that has like an HE shell go off 10 feet to the side of you, just barely grazes you.
If they weren't wearing their brown pants that day, they definitely would be now.
But yeah, another half hour goes by. They're still at roughly 3.5 miles away. They're not getting closer, but they're not getting farther either.
Gon will give them ask the uncoms if you should give them a warning shot or not.
You get a universal response from all the guards saying, "Don't even let them know we're here."
Alright, but if you come closer, I'm gonna fucking nuke them.
If they beeline it for us, then they know we're here. Fire. Otherwise, leave them be. As the words "leave them be" leaves his mouth, Gon, since you're outside the vehicle, you easily notice this along with, a few of the other people. You see a ship coming in over the horizon.
What?
That's a fucking aerial ship. I think I could hit it.
It looks like a low-end spaceship. As you stare at it, you see lots of really large spikes coming off it. It's probably a pirate ship of some kind.
I am expecting AA to come out and blow it out of the sky.
Yeah, the vehicle looks like, the ship looks like it's on a path to fly over you. As it comes rocketing in your direction, you watch about 27 different rockets. Like, you watch the little smoke trails fly over and converge onto it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to be noticed, because the pirates are going to want the raiders are going to want to loot that. Guaranteed.
You watch as the rear end of that thing detonates violently, and the ship comes rocketing over your group.
Well, fuck.
Alright. They're definitely going to go loot that.
As it goes past you, about 2 miles or so after it passes you, you see a little pod jettison off the side of it. Just one.
Should we help them?
Slow turn and talk so that his comms. The heck? Who are we helping?
The guy that just jettisoned out of the fucked ship.
Just off to the right, so it'd be
Some of it I thought
vaguely in line with
meant
the
the people on the ground, you know, the ones looking out for air people. But yeah, let's go help that guy.
Yeah.
If they're not friendly with them, they might be friendly with us.
Yes, the enemy of my enemy is still my enemy, but at least they'll kill the other guy first.
Yeah, pretty much. If they do go to stab us in the back, we can just blow their fucking brains out.
I have more than enough questionably legal explosives to murder them with.
Your charge that's traveling with you says absolutely no stopping, but the butler says, we're gonna go that way just to try to outrun the pirates, so we'll be going past it anyway.
Yeah, might as well.
It will be a small pit stop for you to stretch your legs or your dick, which you don't have.
Get that micro penis out of here.
Don't you mean nano?
Yeah,
See,
with how much
hey,
compensate
hey.
may as well be a woman. It'll be inverted.
All right. I think we beat on him enough. Is what Fuse interrupted.
Anyway, the entire caravan rapidly shifts directions to be
Before
going.
they shift directions, can Gone fire a mortar shell?
Go right ahead. Since you're now
Gone will
facing,
fire a mortar, so
since
they get distracted by an explosion in a different direction.
I was gonna say, well, they're now directly behind your direction of travel, so you could aim for them now.
That's true.
Yeah. Gone's gonna fire in like a... Gonna fire it ahead of them, so they get distracted.
Gotta get
You
a
know what I
grace
mean,
check.
Boom?
Yes, you're gonna vaguely aim in front of them.
You said a grace check.
Yes, to handle the round properly while while your flatbed's bouncing around.
Sing around like a kid.
And then a portable mortar roll.
Thankfully, portable artillery is one of my best things.
Wait, did you fail the coordination check? You did.
Uh-oh.
Gone, as you pull out one of the HE rounds, as you go to put it in, the vehicle hits a big bump, and you smash it against the side of the... Well, you smash your hand against the side of the tube and drop it. It just falls in the sand and you're just gone.
Oh well.
Down one, put another one!
Here's hoping that becomes an impromptu landmine.
He did pull off the safety fuse. If anything hits it, it will go off.
Hey, you can do
So
a...
it's just gonna be going by. Boom!
Fuck it, make a luck roll.
Down, you wish to fire another one? The mortar's now aimed in the proper direction. Another coordination check if you want to fire.
One was fine for now.
Yeah, the back of your left hand hurts a little bit after smashing it.
I would
It's
consider
fine, they'll get the
doing
warning.
a
If they
luck
come this
roll
way, they'll
to
hit it.
see If one
Hopefully,
of the
maybe.
dumbasses actually is stupid enough to run that over.
They probably won't see it.
They won't.
It is a single metallic gray object in the sand.
So
Either
what
at the
you're saying is
bottom-
it looks kind of like sand.
It looks kind of like a rock. And you don't know whether or not it's nose down or nose up or sideways or whatever. Probably sideways.
Mm-hmm.
After another half hour of driving, you do come across the little automatic flare, giving off a smoke trail above the pod that jettisoned off. So it's quite easy to find it.
Okay.
Felix! Over the course of the half hour, you had the time to make sure your suit was okay and get it on.
Yep. My suit
So,
reclaimed.
the first person to see him would be Scully and Fuse, as you are in the lead vehicle. As you round the nearest sand dune, you see a armored mech suit next to the escape pod.
What the hell?
Felix, you see an absolutely ramshackle buggy covered in various bits of random corrugated steel. With some grease guns as a turret on top of it.
Looks like we're not doing a drive-by. You do the talking, I keep them off us.
Felix is completely impressed with how the buggy's still together, given its description.
Me do the talking?
Felix, do you do anything as this buggy rapidly approaches you?
Well, Well, you see a very obvious hard light shield flicker to life around him.
Going, well, yeah, that probably won't save you from my napalm.
They're 1,000 feet in front of everyone else, and no one else even sees this man.
Gone's threats of murder echo in the distance.
It's indiscriminate.
Felix's hard light shield just flickers on, and
I hope you're not planning on ramming him, sir. Is what Fuse says to
As long as they don't attack us, I won't attack them.
Neither side started shooting, so friendliness
And that is why
implied.
you're doing the talking when you drive up next to him. I'll be training this weapon as best I can on the enemy.
Fallen, you
want
see
the
a
person
Drell up
Who
on...
has a zero demeanor and negatives in pretty much all social things to do the talking.
don't worry, I'll do the talking
Felix,
for you.
you see a Drell pop up out of the turret and man the 2 grease guns and point them at you.
At them? I thought I'd point them away.
Okay, I didn't hear what you said that I was seeing because people were talking.
Charles, where are you pointing this gun?
I believe he said directly at me.
No,
So
I'm pointing at the enemy. In other words, what he
Smoke
thinks is
trails?
not you.
The sand? This is the only one in anywhere that you see.
So wait a minute. You mean to tell me that the smoking clouds of whoever shot him down is still
Those are
far?
miles away.
Yeah.
All right then. Though a weapon would just move off to the side away.
Yeah, the smoke trails that he was speaking about was the automatic flare launched by the emergency
Yeah.
escape pod.
Yeah, there's 3 of them in a line where it fell.
Yeah.
Picking off a red smoke.
So, yeah, tell me when you want me to describe my character.
Go ahead!
All right. So the battle suit itself that you can see is pitch black, with very obvious mercenary markings and what appears to be the symbol of a captain. If you recognize any mercenary symbols on the chest
They
plate
would.
of it. It has a symbol of a hound on both shoulders, emblazoned in a nice chrome. And
So this man easily stands out like a sore thumb amongst all the orange sand.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's not designed for this area. He's more used to urban environments.
Or space.
Yeah, exactly. And a bunch of cyan lights around him that are likely readings. Different things, we don't know.
This jet black suit stands in at 9'2".
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
So he towers over your vehicle as you pull up. You just pull up and freaking... I don't know.
Oh, and he has a
Scully, are you putting your...
absolutely gigantic revolver strapped to his side with what looks to be a grenade launcher on the bottom of it.
Compensating for something.
No. Just need a big
Boy,
gun. for a
does
big
Gone
suit.
have something for you.
So Scully, do you just
Would
put
you
your...
like to fire fiberglass grenades?
You can get
Yes.
to that. You can get to that discussion in a minute when you're actually there. So Scully, do you just like shove your face to the firing port to talk to this man, or Fuse? Are you talking to him from your position of almost equal height with him?
I will let Fuse do the talking because they probably have better social dice than I do. But running at like a -2 or at most for my social interactions.
Fuse finally noticing that you're not saying anything, decides, oh, frick. This was a bad day to keep my mask on.
Yes,
So let's
yes.
do this.
And, are you to the talkative sort? Yeah,
I'd like to consider myself that way.
well, that's good. I have a few questions for you. What is this place? How is that costed running? And, well, why did the ship get shot down? I'm happy it did. I got my armor back, but, why? Where's the hell
Most likely scrap.
Shitload of AA in this area.